Hello everyone, welcome to Tutorials in Hand. In this video tutorial we are going to see how to write a C program to check if a number is even or odd. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So in any C program, the very first thing that we do is to include any required header file. So the very basic header file is stdio.h. So let's include that first of all. Now let's start our main method. Now, what the thing is, we have to first of all take the input from the user. So let's declare a variable. Let the variable name be simply n. Now let's ask the user to enter the number. Now let's say the user has seen this message. Now if he or she enters the number, then we as a programmer has to store it somewhere, right? In order to do that only we have declared this variable n. So our main job over here is to store the number that the user is providing in the variable n, and that we can do it with help of what? With help of scanf. So the way that we will do it is simply we'll write scanf, and now we'll give modulus d. Since the number is going to be an integer type, that's why we are writing modulus d. Now we will say that store it in d. Okay, so this is how we told the user to enter the number, and if he or she enters a number, then we are storing it in a variable called n, right? Now we have to check if n is even or odd. So first of all, let's understand what the logic we are going to use. So which number is known as even number? So any number which is divisible by 2 is known as even number, right? So let's say if I give you a number 18, and if I ask you is it even or odd, then you will clearly tell that it's even. Why? Because when you divide by 2, then you get 0 as the remainder, right? So if we divide this number by 2, and if we get the remainder as 0, then we will call it as even number. So in programming and in C, we can find the remainder of two numbers with help of something known as modulus, right? That is what I mean from this is that if we do n modulus 2, then this basically means that we are asking what is the remainder of n divided by 2. So what we will do is, so we will simply write if n modulus 2 is identical to 0. So what I mean from this line? So I mean that if we divide n by 2 and if the remainder is 0, then we will say that we'll simply print. And if that's not the case, that means the remainder of n divided by 2 is not 0. Then what does it mean? It simply means that the number is odd. Yeah, so this was the very simple logic that we applied. Now let's run it and see it working. Now see, it's asking me to enter a number. Let the number be 17, and boom, here you can see that it's telling the number is odd. Let's try with the even one. Let it be 18 or anything 200, and boom, here you can see that the number is even. So this is the very basic logic that we applied in order to check if the number is even or odd. So the only thing that we should keep in mind is this part. So this is how we can find whether or not a number is even or odd in C language. I hope you understood the things very clearly. But still, if you have any doubt, then feel free to drop it down in the comment section. Thank you.